My child, listen to me carefully, because what I am about to say is not small, and it is not something you can afford to ignore. You have been moving through your days thinking everything is under control, believing that what you don't see won't affect you. But I see deeper than what is visible, and I tell you this with love. Your whole life can begin to collapse if you continue to overlook what I have been trying to show you. There is something you have been brushing aside. A quiet nudge, a gentle warning, a truth that keeps returning to your heart, yet you keep delaying it, silencing it, or convincing yourself that it can wait. But my child, not everything can wait. Some things are foundational, and when they are ignored, everything built on top of them begins to weaken. I am not speaking to frighten you. I am speaking to awaken you. Because what seems small right now has the power to grow into something that shakes your peace, your direction, and your stability. You wonder why certain areas of your life feel uncertain, why your heart feels restless even when things seem fine on the outside. It is because you are standing near a breaking point that you do not yet fully recognize. I have been calling your attention to this for some time. In quiet moments, in passing thoughts, in the discomfort you try to push away. That feeling is not coincidence. It is me reaching for you. I do not ignore what concerns you, and I will not stay silent when something threatens the life I am guiding you into. So do not scroll past this message as if it is just another voice. This is not coincidence that you are hearing this now. This is your moment to pause and listen, to recognize that I am speaking directly to you. If your spirit feels stirred, if something inside you is saying, "This is for me," then do not ignore that. Respond to it. Right now, I want you to do something simple but powerful. Show that you are listening. Like this message, write "I hear you" in the comments, and share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice today. Let this not stop with you. And if you want to keep hearing me speak into your life like this, subscribe and stay close to these messages. Do not treat this lightly, because obedience often begins with small steps. My child, I see what is ahead, and I care too much about you to let you walk blindly towards something that can be avoided. Stay with me in this moment. Do not turn away. What I am about to reveal to you can protect you, guide you, and change the direction of your life before anything begins to fall apart. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I know the weight you carry, even the parts you never speak about. You wake up each day trying to hold everything together, trying to be strong, trying to keep moving forward even when something inside you feels unsettled. You have learned how to function through pressure, how to smile through uncertainty, and how to silence the quiet battles within your heart. But I see it all. I see the moments when your mind feels overwhelmed, when your thoughts do not give you rest. I see the questions you carry, the ones you are afraid to ask out loud. You wonder if you are making the right decisions, if you are missing something important, if you are truly on the path I have for you. And even when things look stable on the outside, there is a part of you that feels like something is not fully aligned. My child, that feeling is not coincidence. That uneasiness, that quiet discomfort you try to ignore, it is not there to confuse you. It is there because I am drawing your attention to something deeper. You have been sensing it, but you have also been trying to push past it, telling yourself that everything will be fine if you just keep going. But I did not create you to live disconnected from my guidance. I know how busy your life has become. There are responsibilities pulling you in every direction. There are expectations placed on you, both by others and by yourself. You feel like you do not have the time to pause, to reflect, to truly listen. So you keep moving, hoping that clarity will come later. But my child, Clarity does not come from rushing. It comes from being still with me. I also see the moments when fear quietly enters your heart. Not loud fear, but subtle fear, the kind that whispers, "What if something goes wrong? Or what if I'm not enough?" You try to ignore those thoughts, but they linger. And instead of bringing them to me, you carry them alone, thinking you have to figure everything out by yourself. But you were never meant to walk this life alone. I have been with you in every step, even in the moments you felt distant from me. I have watched over your decisions, your struggles, your silent prayers. Even when you did not acknowledge me, I was still guiding, still protecting, still calling you back to a deeper connection. My child, you are not lost, but you are being called to realign. You are not forgotten, but you are being invited to come closer. I am not distant from you. I am near, closer than your own breath, waiting for you to recognize my voice again. Do not ignore what you are feeling right now. That stirring in your heart, that sense that something needs your attention. It is me reaching for you, not to condemn you, but to guide you back into peace, clarity, and truth. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal next will help you understand what must change before anything begins to break. My child, now I will show you the truth you have been avoiding, not to expose you, but to restore you. What you ignore today does not disappear tomorrow. It grows quietly, beneath the surface, shaping the direction of your life without you even realizing it. You often look for sudden reasons when things begin to fall apart, but I tell you this, collapse rarely begins in one moment. It begins in the small moments you choose to overlook. When you ignore my voice, when you delay what I have placed on your heart, when you turn away from correction or conviction, you are not just pausing your growth, you are weakening your foundation. And a weak foundation cannot hold the life you are trying to build. You may still move forward, you may still achieve things, but inside, something begins to drift out of alignment. I do not bring destruction into your life, my child. That is not my nature. But when you distance yourself from my guidance, you step outside the protection, clarity, and stability I offer you. And over time, confusion begins to replace peace, pressure begins to replace purpose, and instability begins to touch areas that once felt secure. You have thought that ignoring something small would not matter. You told yourself it was not urgent, not important enough to address right now. But I see what it is connected to. I see how that one ignored truth, that one delayed step, that one silenced conviction can affect your relationships, your decisions, your future. Nothing in your life stands alone. Everything is connected. My child, hear me clearly. I am not warning you because you are already lost. I am speaking because I want to keep you from going down a path that leads to unnecessary pain. I correct you because I love you. I reveal truth because I desire your life to stand firm, not crumble under pressure. You are not being punished. You are being invited back into alignment. There is a difference. I am not counting your failures. I am calling you into awareness. What you do with my voice determines what your future will look like. If you continue to ignore it, the cracks will widen. But if you listen, if you respond, if you trust me, I will strengthen every weak place within you. And now listen closely, my child, because this moment matters more than you think. As you receive this truth, I am stirring something deeper within you. I am awakening a desire not only to hear my voice, but to help others hear me too. When you choose to support this message, you are not giving to a channel. You are sowing seeds into souls, into hearts that are waiting in darkness for light. My word says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you." And I speak that over you now as a living promise. I am the one who multiplies every seed you release. Feel this in your spirit. Lord, I respond to your call, and I will help your voice reach others. This is your moment to act, not casually, but prophetically. There are lives that will be touched because you chose obedience right now. The PayPal link is in the description, and the QR code is placed before you in each video. I have made it simple for you to respond without delay. Do not hesitate, my child. Step into this act of faith. As you give, I will open doors. I will pour provision, and I will cause what you release to return to you in ways you cannot imagine. So now, and be part of what I am doing. My child, because I love you, I must speak to you with truth that corrects as well as comforts. There are areas in your life where you have heard me clearly, yet you have chosen to delay your response. Not because you do not care, but because it felt inconvenient, uncomfortable, or uncertain. You told yourself you would return to it later, that you would act when the time felt right. But my child, obedience is not meant to wait for comfort. I am not accusing you. I am guiding you. I see how you have allowed distractions to take priority over what truly matters. You have filled your time with noise, with responsibilities, with things that keep you busy but not necessarily aligned. And in that busyness, my voice has become something you hear faintly instead of something you follow faithfully. You have also been wrestling with hesitation. There are things I have placed on your heart that require courage, decisions, changes, steps of faith. And instead of trusting me fully, you have been trying to calculate every outcome, trying to make sure everything feels safe before you move. But my child, if you wait until you feel completely ready, you may never move at all. I did not call you to walk by certainty, I called you to walk by trust. There are moments when you have justified your delay. You have said, "It's not the right time," or "I need to figure things out first." But deep inside, you know that I already spoke. And every time you ignore that inner knowing, it creates distance, not because I leave you, but because you step away from the clarity I am offering you. I say this to you with gentleness, not harshness. Stop postponing what I have made clear. Stop silencing what continues to rise in your spirit. That persistent thought, that conviction that does not go away, that is not coincidence. That is me calling you back into alignment. You do not need more signs. You do not need more confirmation. What you need is the willingness to respond. Even a small step of obedience opens the door for my guidance to flow more clearly in your life. When you move toward me, I meet you with direction, with peace, with strength. My child, I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for surrender. I am not expecting you to have everything figured out. I am asking you to trust me enough to take the next step. You have been carrying the weight of trying to control outcomes, but that weight was never meant for you to hold. Release it. Return to me with a willing heart. Let go of the need to delay, to overthink, to avoid what you already know. I am not leading you into confusion. I am leading you into clarity. I am not guiding you toward loss. I am guiding you toward life. Come back into alignment with me, my child. Not tomorrow, not later, but now. Because what you choose at this moment will shape what comes next. And I am here, ready to guide you, the moment you choose to listen and follow. My child, hear me gently now. This is not the end of your story. Even though I have corrected you, even though I have shown you where you have been delaying or drifting, I want you to understand something deeply. It is not too late for you. Nothing in your life is beyond restoration when you return to me. I see how easily your heart can slip into discouragement when you realize you have missed something or ignored my voice. You begin to think that you have gone too far, that you have wasted too much time, that things may already be falling apart beyond repair. But that is not the truth I speak over you. I am not limited by your delays. I am not defeated by your hesitation. I am still able to restore, rebuild, and strengthen every area of your life. You are not as far behind as you think you are. You are not disqualified. You are not abandoned. I am still with you, and I am still working, even in the places where you feel uncertain or weak. My grace has not run out for you. My patience has not ended. I am still calling you forward, not pushing you away. My child, strength does not come from pretending everything is perfect. Strength comes from returning to me honestly, just as you are. You do not need to hide your fears, your doubts, or your mistakes. Bring them to me. Lay them before me. I am not overwhelmed by your struggles. I am ready to carry them with you. Even now, I am placing new strength within your heart. Strength to listen. Strength to respond. Strength to take the steps you have been avoiding. You may feel small in this moment, but I am not measuring you by your weakness. I am strengthening you through my presence. Do not let guilt keep you stuck. Do not let regret convince you to stop moving forward. Those are weights that will slow you down, not lift you up. I am not asking you to stay in the past. I am calling you into a renewed future. Every moment you choose to turn back to me becomes a moment of restoration. You may not see everything changing instantly, and that is okay. Transformation often begins quietly, just like the drift did. But this time, it is moving in the right direction. Each step you take toward me rebuilds what felt unstable. Each act of trust strengthens your foundation again. My child, you are not alone in this process. I am walking with you through every step of your return, every decision, every moment of growth. When you feel weak, I will be your strength. When you feel uncertain, I will be your clarity. When you feel tired, I will be your rest. So lift your heart again. Do not stay discouraged. There is still so much ahead of you that has not been lost. I am still writing your story, and I am leading you into something stronger, steadier, and more aligned than before. Trust me and keep moving forward with me. My child, now that you have heard my correction and received my strength, I want you to rest in my promises. I do not guide you without also securing you. I do not call you back into alignment without preparing a path of stability ahead of you. You may feel uncertain about what comes next, but I am not uncertain. I already stand in your tomorrow, and I am holding it steady. When you choose to listen to me, when you begin to respond instead of delay, I begin to rebuild what felt fragile in your life. I restore what seemed out of place. I bring clarity where there was confusion, and I establish peace where there was pressure. This is not something you must force. It is something I do through your willingness to trust me. I promise you this, my child. If you stay close to me, your life will not collapse. Even when challenges come, even when unexpected moments arise, you will not be shaken the way you fear, because I will be your foundation, and what is built on me cannot be easily broken. You have been afraid of things falling apart, afraid of losing control, afraid that one wrong move could undo everything. But I am not asking you to hold your life together by your own strength. I am asking you to place it in my hands. What you entrust to me, I protect. What you surrender to me, I sustain. There will be moments when you do not fully understand my timing. There will be seasons where things move slower than you expect. But my delays are not denials. They are preparation. I'm aligning things you cannot see, arranging outcomes that will support you in ways you could not have created on your own. Trust me not only when it is easy, but also when it requires patience. Trust me when you feel clarity, and trust me when you are still waiting for answers. I am working in both moments. I am not distant in your waiting. I am active, intentional, and present. My child, I am also restoring your inner stability. That restlessness you have been feeling will begin to quiet as you return to me. That uncertainty will be replaced with confidence, not in yourself alone, but in my guidance within you. You will begin to recognize my voice more clearly again, and you will no longer feel like you are guessing your way through life. I promise to guide your steps, not all at once, but one step at a time. And that is enough. You do not need the entire path revealed. You only need to trust the one who leads you. Hold on to this assurance. I am not setting you up for failure. I am leading you into a life that is grounded, protected, and purposeful. If you remain connected to me, you will stand firm, even when everything around you shifts. So do not be afraid of what could go wrong. Instead, trust in what I am making right. I am your foundation, your guide, and your protector. Stay with me, my child, and I will carry you into a future that stands strong and unshaken. My child, now is the moment where everything begins to shift, not just in what you understand, but in what you choose. You have heard my voice. You have felt my correction, my love, my promise. But hearing alone is not what transforms your life. It is your response that opens the door for change. I am calling you now, not later, not when everything feels easier, but in this very moment. Pause where you are. Do not rush past this. Do not let this become another message you agree with but do not act on. This is your moment to return fully, to realign your heart, and to step back into the path I have been guiding you toward. Bring your attention back to me. Quiet the noise around you, even if only for a few seconds. In your heart, speak to me honestly. You do not need perfect words. You only need a willing heart. Say, Lord, I am listening. Show me what I have been ignoring, and give me the strength to respond. This is where restoration begins, in your willingness to open yourself to me again. My child, I am not asking you to fix everything at once. I am asking you to take one step of obedience. That one thing you know I have been placing on your heart. Do not delay it any longer. Whether it is a decision, a change, a conversation, or a surrender, take that step. Even if it feels small, even if it feels uncertain, move toward it with trust in me. Do not wait for fear to disappear before you act. Move with me despite the fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to trust me more than what you feel. And when you take that step, you will not walk alone. I will meet you in it. I will strengthen you as you move. Release what you have been holding on to that is not from me. Release the need to control every outcome. Release the excuses that have kept you from moving forward. Release the distractions that pull your focus away from what truly matters. Make space for me again in your life, not just in words but in action. This is also your moment to rebuild your connection with me daily. Not out of obligation, but out of relationship. Spend time with me. Listen for my voice. Allow me to guide your thoughts and your decisions. The more you return to me, the clearer your path will become. My child, do not underestimate this moment. Small acts of obedience carry great power. What you choose right now can redirect your future in ways you cannot yet see. I am ready to lead you, to guide you, to walk with you, but you must choose to follow. So take that step. Speak to me. Respond to me. Align your heart with mine again. Because everything that comes next depends on what you do with this moment right here, My child, come close and rest your heart for a moment. You have heard my voice, you have felt my correction, and you have been reminded of my love. Let everything settle within you now. Do not carry this message as fear. Carry it as awareness, as guidance, as protection from a Father who sees what you cannot. I did not speak to you to overwhelm you. I spoke to you to keep you from walking into what can be avoided. I showed you the small things you have been ignoring, not to shame you, but to realign you. And now you understand. What seems small can shape everything, and what you choose to listen to determines what stands or falls in your life. But hear me clearly, my child. You are not standing on the edge of collapse when you are standing with me. When you stay close to me, when you listen and respond, your life becomes anchored in something stronger than circumstances. You are no longer building alone. You are building with me, and that changes everything. Let peace return to your heart now. You do not need to fear what is ahead. I am already there. I am guiding you step by step, protecting you in ways you cannot always see, and strengthening you in ways you may not always feel immediately. Trust that my hand is steady upon your life. Do not go back to ignoring what I have shown you. Do not silence my voice when it calls you again. Stay aware. Stay connected. Stay willing. This is how you remain steady. This is how you walk in clarity instead of confusion, in peace instead of pressure. And now, my child, as this message comes to a close, I am calling you into something greater than just receiving, into participating in what I am doing through this message. What you have just received is not only for you. There are countless others who are standing where you once stood, unaware of what they are ignoring, unaware of what is at risk. And I am using voices like this to reach them before anything begins to fall apart. When you give, you are not supporting a channel. You are releasing light into darkness, planting seeds into hearts that are ready for awakening. My word declares, cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days, and I speak this over you now as a living promise. Every seed you release into my work carries purpose, carries impact, carries eternal value. Say it within you now. Lord, I will not hold back what you are calling me to release. This is your moment to respond with faith. Do not treat this as ordinary giving. This is a prophetic act of obedience. The PayPal link is in the description, and the QR code has been placed before you in each video so that nothing delays your response. Move now, not later. Sow into what is reaching soul. And as you give, I bless you. I will multiply what you release. I will open doors you did not expect. I will bring provision, peace, and favor into your life in ways that reflect my hand upon you. You will not lack when you walk in obedience to me. And I'll go forward with peace, my child. Carry this message in your heart. Stay close to me, listen for my voice, and walk in the stability I have prepared for you. Like this message, write "I choose to listen" in the comments. Share this with 3 people who need to hear me, and stay connected by subscribing. I am with you, guiding you, and your life will stand firm in me.